Yo, we are back to black, y'all. Cause I'm black, and I'm black, y'all. And I'm blue, purple, and black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm black. It's concrete. I'm black, y'all. Hey. Yo, check it out. This is your boy Warren G, and the place to be. You already know who the fuck I am. No, I don't know TV series, podcast, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. I'm back. I'm black. Yo. Hey, shout out to all the motherfuckers that's back to work. Slowly but steadily and surely, and most definitely, we getting back to this clown-ass corporate plantation shit. Hopefully everybody get back to work, but I don't think the powers that be want it to be that way. I think they want to strangle the economy, so shout out to all y'all niggas that's dependent on the government to help you, because them niggas ain't gonna help you. Hey, shout out to all my bitches that's like, fuck the government. Now, shit, I'm about to put my pussy on motherfucking offerup.com. Shit. Amazon bullshit, and they take too long with delivery. Shit, I gotta get this pussy over there right away. So shout out to all my bitches that's doing that shit. Hey. Shout out to all my niggas that's hustling and handling business and doing what the fuck they need to do. Hey. Shout out to all the motherfuckers that's out there handling business, knowing that they gotta get to the end of the day so they can just get to the house, had them a little shot of Hennessy, you know what I'm saying, had them a little Bud Light Lime or something. Drink some shit for me, since I can't drink like that no more. Not that I can't, but I just won't. I was lightweight alcoholic. So shout out to my alcoholics out there. Much power, respect to y'all. And shout out to all the motherfuckers that's like, man, fucking motherfucking COVID. Shout out to the niggas that already had COVID, didn't even know they had it, beat the shit, and now they out and about and they ain't gotta put on no clown ass mask because they already know what it is. So shout out to those niggas. Shout out to the motherfuckers that's out there hustling in this hot ass sun. God damn, it was hot today. And if I hope a motherfucker don't be talking about hell's much hotter than this. Well then, goddamn, is it? Because since none of us know what it is, I'll just choose hell. Fuck it. So shout out to all the motherfuckers that's out there in the hot ass sun making it do what it do. Because the shit ain't no joke. Shout out to all you motherfuckers that got bills to pay and trying to hustle and make it happen the best way they know how. Shout out to all you niggas that's out there that's at the corporate plantation that's not cooning, not samboing, and handling business. So shout out to y'all. I don't particularly like this hot ass sun, but you know what? I'd rather deal with the sun and the heat, activate this melanin, than go back to where it's hot and cold. I don't like that shit. Be fucking with my allergies. And nose can't breathe and shit. Gotta breathe eucalyptus and shit. God damn. What kind of shit is that? I mean, if you stuck your nose in an asshole, you don't even know if it smells like shit, because the allergy is all fucked up. It's fucked up out here, man. In the dust and the goddamn gnats and bugs and flies and shit. God damn. And shout out to all my motherfuckers that's out there that's got their little COVID-19 mask on and still trying to bust a bitch and shit. Bitch don't even know really what you look like. And you got the motherfucking mask on, just trying to bust a bitch. And shout out to niggas that's like, damn, man, this mask stink. That mask is your breath, nigga. That's what it is. That's what you're smelling all day. That's why you like. That's why niggas is lightheaded right now. Oh man, this mask stink. Yeah, nigga, cause you breathing the inside of your motherfucking insides. It smell like you done took your tongue out your mouth and shoved it up your ass, and then like you wiped your asshole with your tongue, and then stuck it back in your mouth and put your mask on. That's what you're breathing. You better get you some Dr. T in your life. So shout out to those motherfuckers. Man, I'm about to get right to it. But I just thought I'd start it off with a little something, a little cheer. We turn this down. We about to get right into it, man. So what's up, everybody, man? We about to get into it, man. Today's not a good day. I'm going to start off by telling everybody, man, if you don't get the compensatory account of racist code of ethics by Dilly Fuller Jr., I don't know what the fuck is going on with you. If you don't get the ISIS papers by Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, I don't even really know what to tell you at this point, because I'm kind of I don't know what to tell you. That's why I like explaining this shit to black people, because it's like, well, man, another motherfucking officer. This is the reason why. If you don't understand racism and white supremacy, everything else gonna confuse you. And see, today the subject is about our brother George Floyd. And George Floyd, man, was basically assassinated just like they did Eric Gardner. R.I.P. to Eric Gardner, and much love, power, and respect to his family. The same exact thing. They did the same thing. You just kept a knee in his neck. Kept a knee in his neck. See, what if I told y'all before, even during this fucking goddamn scandemic, they gonna still find a way to kill a nigga. They don't give a fuck if you on drugs, if you're not on drugs, you a bum, you're not a bum. I'm around bums all the time. And I've been around bums. Bums don't want nothing but some money, so they go get some drugs and get some alcohol. They not gonna fuck with you unless you fuck with them. You got all these motherfucking pedophiles, all these other motherfucking criminals out here that y'all should be going after, but you're fucking with a nigga on the street. A non-threatening. So we finna get into this shit, man, because today it just really, 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 god damn, man. Yet a fucking again, we going through this shit. And enough is enough. I'm telling you, enough is enough. And you like, what you mean enough is enough? Enough is enough. How much of this are we gonna take? It's almost unreal, because they're gonna keep doing it and the shit ain't gonna change. It's not gonna change, so don't think it is. It's not gonna change at all. At all. Here, I'm typing this shit in. Look, me, I'm pecking and shit. That's why, motherfucking man. But I'll tell you, the thing that trips me out the most is we still won't wake up. We still worried about Lucci, Gooey, Louis Vuitton and Gucci and Louis and Louis Vuitton, all this other bullshit that motherfuckers showing you on TV. And then these motherfuckers out there just straight assassinate motherfuckers. They got Ahmaud Arbery. They got that nigga. Now they got George Floyd. Who's next? The shit could be any of us. That's what niggas need to wake up and fucking watch. While you up there cooning and sandboning on the fucking job and telling on another nigga, they out here killing us. Nigga, racism is an institution. It's a team fucking sport. So while you telling on your other niggas and shit, thinking you gonna get a pat on the head, they laughing at you and they don't respect you. I'm about to get right into it and I'm about to play the video. I'm about to play this motherfucker right now. Here we go. Let's see if it play. There we go.
Relax.
You see a police, relax. Now, I can't screen share. I know I got to figure out how to screen share. But if you go watch the video, it's on YouTube. There's two police officers, both classified as the dominant society. You have one police officer, predominantly Caucasian, white male, with his knee in this melanated brother's neck. And he told him, hey, man, get your neck. Calm down.
Just get up. What do you want?
I can't breathe. Please, the knee in my neck. I can't breathe.
Now, didn't y'all just hear him say, but I can't breathe? Doesn't that sound like Eric Gardner? R.I.P. to him, and shout out to his family. You don't think they're going to see this? That's going to just conjure up all those feelings all over again. It's going to be just like that one officer when he just fucking chokehold him to death, and it took him 5 years to fire the motherfucker after he claimed benefits, pension, all kinds of shit. They just let him work behind the desk instead of firing him. Oh, well, when the jury, what do you mean a jury? Y'all not supposed to be choking motherfuckers like that after a nigga told you he couldn't breathe. Why'd you shoot him with a taser?
Bro, get in the car, man.
I will.
Get in the car.
I can't move.
I've been waiting the whole thing, man.
See, he laughing. See, somebody's in the background telling him, just get in and get in the car. They tell him to get in and get in the police car. If I'm not mistaken, but how you gonna get in the police car when the motherfucking race soldier's knee is in his neck?
Mama.
Get up and get in the car right.
I can't.
Gave y'all the opportunity to get in, bro. I told you can't win.
My knee.
You heard what the brother said. I told you you can't win. I told you you can't win. See, they don't understand this is all being filmed. They don't get it.
You can't win, man.
And then they just showed an Asian. What did I tell y'all about those motherfuckers? Them Asian motherfuckers talking about they facing racism. But you see that motherfucking race soldier that was Asian just standing there watching him die slowly. So what did I tell you about that shit? Don't let these motherfuckers fool you. You goddamn right. The Chinese virus. And I tell any motherfucker to their face, yeah, the goddamn Chinese virus, you get the fuck up out of here. Exit stage left, clown. And motherfuckers want to get mad at fucking Donald Trump because he said, yeah, it's the Chinese virus. And now, and then you had all kinds of black people come out talking about let's stop with the hate of the Chinese community and the Asian community. Man, fuck them motherfuckers. Look how they treating us. Look at him. He just standing there.
His whole nose is
Follow with him. Bro, but why you just sitting there? He ain't doing nothing. Now put him in the car.
Now you got other melanated people come up and say, hey man, you see he ain't doing nothing. Why you got your knee? Why is his knee in your? Why you got your knee in his neck? He's not doing nothing. And they still just all your weight putting on him.
Don't kill me.
how long y'all gotta hold him down?
Why you don't do drugs, kids?
See? Now you got niggas walking around questioning him.
No drugs, bro. Y'all understand that?
Y'all don't gotta put y'all right.
He is human, bro.
His nose is completely.
Now, did y'all just hear that? He is human, bro. Now, you're not human. As Dr. Claude Anderson teaches us, in all these books it says, a black man has no rights that a white man is bound to respect. Y'all think that when they wrote those laws and that constitution, all that bullshit hundreds of years ago, that they're still upholding the same constitution? They ain't went in there and made no amendments, the same shit. Because if he had any type of rights or privileges and immunities, that police officer would have gotten up and would have said, all right, now I'm going to let you up. If you get up and start acting a fool, I'm going to tase you. He just sat there with his knee in his neck. As everybody's saying, hey, man, he's human. That motherfucking race soldier don't give a fuck about what you're saying.
You can put him in the car.
See? And he was pronounced dead shortly.
For 5 minutes.
Now, this is the mayor. This is Mayor Jacob Frey, a Caucasian. Let's see what he says, because, you know, they like to act and put on the tears and all that. So we finna really unpack this. So just listen.
We watched as a white officer pressed his knee into the neck of a black man.
Don't he sound like Joel Osteen? He looked like Joel Osteen, too. Got up there like 10 wise trying to be a preacher. Just cut to the chase, motherfucker. Are they fired, and are y'all going to prosecute them, or what the fuck y'all going to do? Because even if you get fired, we need to enact these laws and come up with these policies that even if you kill somebody and you quit the force, we still can try you for murder. And you can still go to prison. And if you're convicted, you're going for life. Because you're supposed to protect and serve, not kill unarmed, innocent black people. So since that's what you want to do, I bet you niggas would think, most police officers, they wouldn't be police officers because they can't kill no niggas and treat niggas fucked up. That's one. Two, they'll think twice before they kill somebody if they know, fuck, I can go to jail for life. No pension, no nothing. Then it would make it more feasible for the right people to want to become police officers. Not just anybody that ain't never had no power where they came from.
For 5 minutes. When you hear someone calling for help.
Now you want to cry? Then cry for Eric Gardner, Philando Castile, Mike Brown, Oscar Grant, Alton Sterling, Sandra fucking Bland, Trayvon Martin. Nobody was crying then. Oh, I know why you're crying. You're putting on the test. You don't want the motherfuckers to start rioting and acting a goddamn fool. That's what. Fuck out of here with these goddamn make-believe crocodile tears. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about no nigga getting killed.
You are supposed to help. This officer failed in the most basic human sense.
That's bro. That's bro. You stopping his breathing right there, bro.
We clearly have policies in place.
Oh, and this is the chief of police, Madria Arradondo. So he's probably not even a native black. You know, I don't even think he's a native black. Let's see.
Regarding placing someone under control and what are areas that could be of risk. And so obviously that'll be a part of the full investigation that we'll do internally, a use of force review, but certainly the FBI will be looking at that as well.
See? See that? We'll be looking at that as well. How many? So, y'all see what it is. Y'all hear what it is. This shit ain't gonna change. Motherfuckers are so worried about Gucci and Louis and all this other shit. Yeah, and all this other bullshit. And then the authorities have not released the officers' names. Of course they're not gonna release their names. Now, just listen to this shit. The fuck out of here. Let me cut the music on. That's the type of shit that you're gonna be dealing with. That's never going away. Never. Yeah, I'm looking up this Madria. Let's look up this motherfucker. Where is he from? Oh, yeah. During Super Bowl. Let's see. See, born 1965. Maybe he's second gen, because that name don't look like no fucking regular nigga name. But that's okay, though. We'll find that. We'll get that ass next time. But anyway. Yeah, so Jacob Frey. And I guess they got terminated. So let's see if we can. I'm going to try to find another where they terminated these motherfuckers. Let's see. Let's see if they play.
Please. Please, I can't breathe.
Before losing consciousness, this video shows a man with a Minneapolis police officer kneeing him in the back of the neck for 4.5 minutes. In that time, the man,
4.5 minutes,
identified as George Floyd, pleaded continuously that he couldn't breathe.
And like I told you when we first left, he said it's so just like Eric Gardner all over again. If this don't wake niggas up, I don't know what. I hope somebody DM Charlamagne the guy to say the next time you talk to Joe Biden, say, so explain to us why, since Black Lives Matter, we've only seen police officers go out of their way to kill black people. So explain to us what you plan on doing to, let's say, atone for all the black deaths, which means what type of policies you're going to put in place so when white officers kill black, innocent, unarmed black men, what are they going to do? They should serve life in prison because all it is a lynching just in 2020. So what do you plan on doing with that, Mr. Joe Biden? Mr. If you don't vote for you, then we're not black. So what do you plan on doing? That's what motherfuckers need to do.
What do you want?
I can't breathe. Please, the knee in my dick.
See?
I can't breathe shit.
He said, please, you got your knee in my neck.
Bystanders asked police to help him and grew even more concerned after Floyd lost consciousness.
Look at
Bro,
him. Get off of him now. What is wrong with you?
You're not responsive right now.
And look at that. And go YouTube the video where they show the speedway and they show the Asian American. And you see the Asians. You see, that's why I've been saying the whole time, I don't feel sorry for them. And fuck those motherfuckers. They the ones who treat niggas all fucked up when you go anywhere in their community. What are you doing here? They treat you like shit. They rude as fuck. That hurry up and buy shit is real. And you see how he is, but then when the motherfuckers start going in and treating him all fucked up because of the goddamn coronavirus, then you got coons out here talking about, oh, stop the, we can't be racist towards Asians. First of all, black people can't be racist if you're red, black, labor, white. Well, that's one. Two, fuck those motherfuckers. They can go package their shit up and take their bitch asses back to China or wherever the fuck they came from. Because you come here and you treat niggas like shit. You're here for unearned benefits. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't care how mad they get and how hurt their feelings are. You're here for unearned benefits. I can't go to China. Look how them Chinamen was treating niggas during the motherfucking COVID-19. Kicking their asses up out of fucking China. Treating them all fucked up.
He's not responsive right now, bro.
But the officer kept him pinned to the ground for at least 3 more minutes as another officer held back bystanders. Police say George Floyd died at the hospital.
He's breathing right now. Check his pulse.
Minneapolis police say a forgery report brought them to Chicago Avenue and 38th Street in South Minneapolis, and that the suspect was possibly under the influence. They found him in a car.
He physically resisted officers.
So he physically resisted officers. You see how they start that off? They gonna basically frame the picture that you a nigga and you're brutal, and you're a nigga and you're a barbarian. That's what they're gonna do first. Criminalize you before he can't even speak. He dead.
We do believe that this is a medical incident.
I believe what I saw.
A medical incident? That was a murder caught on camera. What are you talking about? A medical incident? Man, these motherfuckers, you see how they do? That's called being on fucking code. No matter what, that is being on code. And don't expect no niggas to come out and be like, yeah, he was wrong. Nope. Because if you go watch Snowfall, they got the biggest coon as a goddamn police officer. Almost to the point where I didn't want to watch the rest of the shit. I was so disgusted that a nigga coon, I hate seeing that shit.
What I saw was wrong at every level.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry announced the full response.
Then if you saw everything was wrong at every level, not only should they be fired, we should be prosecuting them to the full extent of the law.
MPD officers involved in the death of George Floyd have been terminated.
When you hear someone calling for help, you are supposed to help. This officer failed in the most basic human sense.
Now the BCA is investigating the death, and the FBI is investigating for civil rights violations.
His nose is bleeding.
The Hennepin County Attorney's Office is involved and say they'll review for possible charges when the investigation is complete.
Wow.
Man. For 5 minutes.
That's why I said here, I'm trying to find another one that he's talking. Let's see. I'm gonna go back and see what he says.
Being black in America should not be a death sentence.
Being black in America should be a death sentence. Hold on, let me rewind this. Let's get this from the beginning.
My stomach hurts. My neck hurts.
See? Neck hurts, stomach hurts.
Being black in America should not be a death sentence.
Nigga, what? After 450 fucking years of free labor, Jim Crow, lynched, redline, gentrification, need I go on, racial profiling, driving while black, just all these fucking things, organ stealing, organ harvesting against black people because our organs are stronger, bigger, faster. It's the truth. Because if that's the case, Michael Jordan would be white, not black. Facts. And so would LeBron James. Facts. And so would everybody else. That's why white boys play quarterback and they don't do nothing else. Because anything else, their body can take it, they'd be vegetables. That's why most quarterbacks are not agile, not athletic, and all they do is sit back, get the best blockers, and throw the ball. Haven't noticed that? And then the good quarterbacks, they get vilified. Cam Newton, Mike Vick. Need I go on? Colin Kaepernick? Of course. But that's neither here nor there. It's been a death sentence. Where the fuck have y'all been at? You better ask Mike Brown, Oscar Grant, Philando Castile, Sandra Bland, Freddie Gray, motherfucking Alton Sterling, Trayvon Martin, Eric Gardner, now motherfucking George Floyd. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 people on camera. Walter Scott, 10. Man, are you fucking kidding me? And you finna sit up here and be like, it shouldn't be a death sentence, nigga. It's been a death sentence to the day black people were colonized in this country because we were already here. And then y'all motherfuckers came over here and then y'all, oh, well, we can make them work for free. And then y'all put the dollar to make y'all look like y'all. Then the religion y'all give us is Cesare Borgia. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. And now you want to fucking come out here and say that? Oh, because it just happened to be your city and you finna come out here and act like fucking you goddamn Joel Osteen, little brother, little big brother and shit. And you, oh, it's a death sentence.
For 5 minutes, we watched as a white officer pressed his knee into the neck of a black man.
Stop it. Even though the music is dramatic, but stop it.
For 5 minutes. When you hear someone calling for help, you are supposed to help. This officer failed in the most basic human sense. What happened on Chicago and 38th, this last night, is simply awful. It was traumatic, and it serves as a clear reminder of just how far we have to go.
You can't win. My knee. You can't win, man. I'm through. I know you're in there, but you didn't listen.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Now, did y'all hear that? So, now that y'all hear that, now that brings me to my next point. My next point is this. When are we going to learn? When the fuck are we going to wake up? And when we going to grow the fuck up and understand that it's a war out there where no man is safe. And I was watching on Twitter, too, where this white lady who works for a big-time firm, big-time, I forgot the name of the firm, but she works for a big-time firm, and she was walking her dog in Central Park with no fucking leash, and this black dude walked up on her like, hey, man, your dog's supposed to have a leash. So this bitch is like, I ain't got to have no leash. I ain't got to have. And then after that, my bad. Oh shit, what the fuck happened? My bad. The shit just lost, not power, but my bad here. Let me make sure this shit is good. Okay, there we go. Testing, 1, 2, testing. All right, there we go, my bad. But anyway, yeah. So after that, there we go. I'm just making sure y'all can hear me. All right. Then after that, the nigga's like, hey man, like, you gotta put your dog on a leash. This bitch is like, I ain't gotta put my dog on a leash. She was like, ma'am, you need to put your dog on a leash. You need to get away from me. I'm gonna call the police and I'm gonna say a black man is threatening me. And then the bitch got on the phone and called the police and flipped it and was like, oh my God, there's a black man threatening, he's threatening my life. You guys need to get here right away. That's what the bitch did. Y'all the niggas don't believe me? Y'all know I was looking this shit up. This shit was on CNN. Let me see which one gonna play the shit. Let me see if they play. Sometimes they be bullshit.
I'm Demi Lovato, and I'm excited to announce my all-new...
And don't nobody give a fuck about no Demi Lovato's drug-infested dope fiend having ass. And motherfuckers want to feel sorry for her because she's on dope. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Bitch, swan dive off the goddamn stratosphere. Niggas got bigger fish to fry than worrying about some goddamn bitch talk about she got a dope problem because she on black heroin. Black tar heroin. Bitch, fuck out of here. Kill yourself, bitch. Fuck out of here. Nobody give a fuck about that.
A white woman who wrongfully called the police on a black man in New York City's Central Park has been fired from her job at an investment company.
Yeah, you damn
Amy
right.
Cooper angrily confronted the man who was bird watching in the park and had asked her to put her dog on a leash as required. Here's CBS's Mola Lenghi.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
The confrontation, caught on video, sparked a national outcry of racism.
Did y'all just hear that? Now, R.I.P. to George Floyd. You just saw them put their knee on his neck and kill him in front of everybody else. And this white bitch is talking about, you better get away from me. I'm going to call police and say there's an African-American man threatening me. And all he said was, bitch, put your dog on a leash. That's all he said. But they can check us about wearing a mask. I remember a white motherfucker came up to me when I was pumping gas, talking about, you're not supposed to be sitting in your car, but you pumping gas. I told that motherfucker, man, get the fuck away from me, man. He's like, well, I said, man, who are you, the gas pumping police? Man, get the fuck out my face, bro. And he saw I was serious, and then he fucking drove off. So, but when you try to tell him, because I'm white and I say so, as Tariq Nasheed said, he is definitely right about that shit in his, you're a nigger and I'm white and I tell you what to do. You don't tell me what to do.
Today cost Amy Cooper her job. It all started when Christian Cooper, no relation, who's filming, asked her to leash her dog in a section of Central Park which requires it to protect the wildlife.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
You see how, sorry, don't, but they quick to put on the phone when we get to acting the fool.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to me.
I'm taking pictures and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Did y'all hear that? I'm going to tell them that there's an African-American man threatening my life. That's what I'm going to tell them.
Cooper did just that.
There is an African-American man. I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. I'm sorry, I can't hear you that. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
Now, if that doesn't tell you about racism and white supremacy, I'm done. I ain't even doing no podcast no more. If a motherfucker wake up, if another coon come up to me talking about, man, all people ain't like that. I'm not talking about all people. We're talking about the racist motherfuckers that's doing the shit. And it's other white people's job to call that fuckery out and be like, that's some bullshit. And get the fuck away from me. Why would you do that?
Within 24 hours of the video, Amy Cooper apologized, returned the dog to a rescue center, and lost her job. Her employer, Franklin Templeton, stated in a
Franklin Templeton, as they got George Washington's ugly clown ass with a fucking wig on, looking like a white Big Mama's house type shit. Man, fuck George Washington, all them other goddamn slave traders and slave owners too. Fuck them all. Shit. And that's what she get, bitch.
We do not tolerate racism of any kind at Franklin Templeton. Christian Cooper, an avid birdwatcher, spoke out for the first time today.
We need to start treating each other as us rather than as, other.
Yeah, well, they let him talk because he was a little coonish too. No, I would have been like, well, she was racist, and she thought calling the police and saying that a black man was threatening her was going to deter me away from telling her she needed to have her dog on a leash. She's breaking the law. Because in Las Vegas, Nevada, you know how many times when I'm walking my motherfucking dog, some motherfucker always got their goddamn dog running around with no goddamn leash. And if you live in Las Vegas, Nevada, that's a goddamn ticket. But motherfuckers will do this shit anyway. And then if your dog mangle up their dog, they be had the nerve to try to sue you and take you to court and shit. That's how the game go. But no, he was smart. He had his motherfucking phone and he recorded that bitch. And that's what she get. Did y'all see how she turned it on? I'm going to replay it again so y'all can hear it.
Well, Amy Cooper said she was scared because she was alone here in Central Park.
Yeah, right. You heard that? Amy Cooper said she was scared.
New York.
Scared of what? Scared of a police officer coming and putting their knee in that black man's neck and killing him like they did George Floyd? What was you scared of? No, well, nigger, you didn't do what I said. She probably wanted to call him all kinds of niggas. That's what she really wanted to do. But she knew she was being recorded. So she was like, well, I'm going to just call police and say that you threatened me. Oh, and she would be a great thespian. And the award goes to, fuck out of here.
City Mayor Bill de Blasio called the video racist, quote, pure and simple, saying in a tweet that Miss Cooper called the police on Mr. Cooper even though she was the one breaking the rules, according to the mayor, adding that type of hatred.
See? See that shit? See? What'd I just tell y'all? This bitch was breaking the law. That's the law. You gotta have your dog on a leash. But I'm white, so I can do what the fuck I want to do. And how dare you, nigga, tell me any different? That nigga was like, fuck that, I'm recording. He was like, go ahead, call the police. Go ahead. I want them to come. And that's what you get, bitch. But she'll get another job somewhere else. Trust and believe you me. She's Caucasian. She will definitely find a job somewhere else. She's probably going to be somebody else's hero.
There's no place in New York City. Nora?
Or anywhere. Mola, thank you.
Man, I'm telling y'all. Now, if y'all think that shit is going to change, y'all motherfuckers is sadly mistaken. She did that shit before. It worked, too. That's why she was comfortable. Hey, what's up, Shawnee? That's a fact. Did you see how she turned? I got to play it again. I'm sorry. I got to play it again. Did you see her? Hey, but Shawnee, did you see her? Did you see how she's a good actor. Did you see how she turned that shit on? So let that be a lesson. Like I said before, I dated outside my race, but any motherfucker, any bitches that I have had around me before, they already know. Within the first 5 minutes of talking to me. I hope this ain't, and the first thing I say, I hope this ain't no fucking fetish. Cause I'm not no motherfucking delicacy on no goddamn salad bar or no fucking buffet that you just want to eat and then go home and shit it out. So you get the fuck away from me with that shit. That throw a lot of motherfucking non-native black, they'll run away because they be like, damn. Then the next thing is, what you feel about this? And depending on their answer, okay, then you get the fuck away from me. You know how many motherfuckers I done ran the fuck off? You know how many people, period, even black women, if they be teeter-tottering on that coon shit, nope. If I'm talking about some socially conscious shit and they want to talk about getting their nails done and their hair done and a juicy couture bag, nope. It's niggas getting killed out here. And I've been like that forever. Like forever I've been like that. Before I started reading all these books and shit, when I didn't have no knowledge, I still used to be looking at motherfuckers like, man, you know this shit is racist, right? And motherfucker be like, oh, no, but you know it's not. But it's like, that's the job of Antonio Brown. All these motherfuckers, if you fucking with a bitch that ain't a native black, man, you better go down a checklist. That's one. Two, you gonna see it right away. Y'all don't think I ain't see it? Right the fuck away. And when I used to drink, I really used to point that shit out. Oh, exactly. Man, I used to peep that shit out so cold. Everybody around me would be like, damn, why you don't want to fuck with her? I'd be like, man, that bitch on some racist shit. This bitch just trying to fuck a nigga on some bucket list shit. And they be like, nah, man, she cool, man. You know, she cool. I'm like, nigga, just because they can weave and bob their head to our music don't mean that they cool. Niggas that been around me, they know how I was. And they'd be like, oh, man. I was like, okay. And then I remember, man, Leo, Leroy, Caleb, y'all niggas know me. The bitch can suck my dick and fuck you, bitch. That's the type of nigga I was then. I was young, I was dumb, but nigga, you not gonna be coming around me with that motherfucking, that mentality like, oh, you in like Flynn, and then making up excuses for the rest of your dominant society fans when they be killing motherfuckers. And this is way before murders were being put on camera phones. This when camera phones wasn't really even a thing. Not that I'm old, but nigga, no, this is hell no. Before I even, okay, so how you feel? The number one thing I would always bring up, how you feel about the OJ thing? They be like, now I've had some dominant society people, whether Puerto Ricans is black, so that's different. They think they not, but they are. They only claim black when it's convenient for them. But I've had some dominant society women be like, nah, he didn't do that shit. That bitch was a hoe, and I would have killed her too if she gonna fuck my best friend and be sending, and I'm like, why you think that? Because it's the truth. And she was a white racist bitch and she just wanted to have kids by. Now I didn't have dominant society women really break that shit down. I'd be like, And I'd be like, what do you think about Rodney King? All those cops should have been found guilty. They should have did life in prison. Then that would have stopped all these other racist cops. But then I've gotten answers like, oh, well, you know, I don't think it. I think OJ did it. Not that I'm racist or anything. Motherfuckers start saying, these not bitches that I'm fucking with. I'm just saying, I've heard that from dominant society motherfucking people. I don't think I'm not racist or nothing, but I think OJ did it. Nigga, what? The fuck out of here. So you see what she did? She claimed victim. So with that being said, I'll tell you this. This shouldn't surprise, it doesn't surprise me, just it makes me upset because you have so many coons and sambos on the corporate plantation treating us fucked up. Like Shiny, how we was talking about last podcast. You know I'm right about, I'm talking about the niggas that get that education and they act like motherfucking Ben Carson or Clarence Thomas. Those motherfuckers that get the education. Look at Dr. Claude Anderson. He got like 5 fucking degrees. Do you see him cooning for the dominant society? No, you don't. I bet you, Dr. Anderson, I bet you white people done went to him on several occasions and said, we can make you filthy rich, just don't talk about I bet you they've done approached him. Because they knew eventually that shit was gonna get out, what he was preaching and what he was talking about. But motherfuckers be having this, those are the motherfuckers I don't like. Thank you, Afro fucking clowns. I don't like that clown, coon, sambo spirit. You get the education to teach niggas like me. Thank God I had people like Nuke. Thank God I had older siblings that kind of went through it and kind of seen it so they can relate and be like, because in our family, we didn't really get taught about no racism and white supremacy. And it's no diss, because some people don't know. Some people ain't really, you have to understand, when you're dealing with some people, they see it, but they don't know how to articulate it and break it down into simplistic form where my generation can get it or my brother's generation can get it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, a lot of times you can blame your parents, but you can't. Because the only thing you can do is be like, well, okay, they taught me all they knew. Now, I'll tell you this. It was a lot of on-the-job training because when I was younger, I didn't know I was dumb. But when you get older and you start to be around other people, and that's why I always mention Opportunity Village, because I worked around a lot of black people there, and it was only like a few coons. The rest of them, they didn't play that shit. They were in and out. They'd chop it up with you talking, we'd kick it, but nigga, when it's time to go, it's chuck the deuces. I don't want to be at this motherfucker. I'm not friends with these people. I'll fuck with you. Like, shout out to my homegirl Shannon that worked at Opportunity Village. That was my girl right there. Man, she used to be like, fuck these motherfuckers, Warren. She was like, fuck these motherfuckers and fuck that bitch trying to tell you not funny. You funny and we laughing with you, not after you. Fuck that bitch. She was like, that's a hater ass, old ass bitch. Fuck that. And that's when I was like, damn, you right. And that's exactly why, like, I learned a lot working there. I just learned like how black people conduct themselves. Everybody just came to work and went the fuck home. Didn't nobody go to work and kick it and chill. And I learned a lot from that. Because when I was working at the job previously, see, I didn't do that. And that's why I always give shout out to like Leo and Leroy, and because they watch how dumb and ignorant I was when I worked at the job. When I worked at the Y, I just was dumb and ignorant and didn't understand and just thought, oh, they black, they got my back. No, that's not how it works. Some people come to work to get the pat on the head by their boss. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you just can't be expecting motherfuckers to have your back just because they look like you. Just like my sister was telling me this thing, how she made this comment at her corporate plantation job. The nigga went and told. And it don't surprise me, because that's happened to me before. Matter of fact, it happened to me and I didn't even say none of the shit that I was being accused of saying. But motherfuckers will do that shit. And then smile with these same motherfuckers and be thinking that these people care about them. And I just be like, man, it's just crazy. And then you see him, this bitch really flipped it and was like, I'm gonna call the police on you and I'm gonna tell them that a black man is threatening me. He's like, go ahead, call. Cause bitch, you on candid camera. Hello, he's threatening my dog. He's threatening my life. See? That's called swatting. Making false accusations. Now, supposedly they came and killed that man. You should be charged for murder and conspiring with the police department to have him killed. That's a fact. If they start saying, All right, from now on, we don't give a fuck about the fraternal order of the police. If you're out there killing niggas and you come up on federal, not even you come up on charges, we'll prosecute you to the full term of the law. 1, 2, and you're facing life in prison. 3, no pension, no nothing. And we're suing you for restitution for the court costs. Then niggas would think twice about going out there and being reckless and just killing motherfuckers. Because at that point, that guy was just laying there. It wasn't like he could resist. And even after the people was telling him, hey man, that guy can't breathe, dude, you need to get up. Bro, he's losing consciousness. That motherfucker was still just had his foot on his neck. You know what we need to do? Somebody need to find that picture of him, find his address, and post the shit online. Since you want to kill motherfuckers on camera and you don't give a fuck, post his address online and see how he like it with a whole bunch of motherfuckers showing up to his shit. How would he like a motherfucker put their knee in his neck? Man, let a black cop do that to a white person. I'm appalled. This is outrageous. I can't believe this would happen. They need to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. They do it. You know how they do it. That's why I said, wow. Wow. That's the only thing I can say is, wow. And that bitch showed it. I gotta play it one more time. Hold on. Let's see if they let me play it. They ain't gonna let me play it. Let's see.
Nerds.
Thanks. Well, I can.
No, I got it.
Sweet unholy cobalt. Is Brad's car better than mine? Better.
Man, that be bullshit. See, that's why I hate. Nah, fuck that.
Sign-up bonus? Better travel perks?
I'm about to see if I can play it again. That's the only reason why. I want to see if they play it again because I want y'all to hear how she went from defensive mode and aggressive mode to, oh my God, like she should be an actor. She should be an actor. I mean, that was great. Here we go. I gotta play it again. I'm sorry. I just want y'all to hear this shit.
And in New York City's Central Park,
just
has
listen
been
to
fired
this.
from her job at an investment company. Amy Cooper angrily confronted the man who was bird watching in the park.
The nigga was
and had
bird
asked her
watching.
to put her dog on a leash as
First of all, the nigga was bird watching.
required. Here's CBS's Mola Lengi.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Did y'all hear that? Super aggressive.
The confrontation, caught on video, sparked a national outcry of racism, and today cost Amy Cooper her job. It all started when Christian Cooper, no relation, who's filming, asked her to leash her dog in a section of Central Park which requires it to protect the wildlife.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
So that was the rule. Bitch, that's the rule. And she got mad because she wasn't following the rule, and the nigga called her out. If it had been a white person, she would have probably just listened. But since it was a nigga like, hey, you know you're supposed to have your dog on leash. She basically wanted to be like, fuck you, nigga. I do what the fuck I want to do.
Please don't come close to me.
And then she walked up on him. You see how aggressive these Caucasians are when it comes to niggas? And then if he'd have slapped the shit out of that bitch, then guess what she would have done? Oh my God, he put his hands on me. That shit. See how they do? They're the aggressors.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
Can I
me.
take you a picture of calling the cops?
Please call the cops. Please.
See, she said, I'm calling the cops.
Let's call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
You've been thinking that the whole, and I bet you she's probably so nice to the black people at her job. If she works with any black people, she's probably so nice. I know she's done this before. Oh, I know she has. She probably has done this before with other black people. And they probably so scared they're like, all right, I ain't gonna say nothing. But this black person was like, no, call the police. I want you to call them.
Cooper did just that.
There is an African-American man. I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog.
I mean, just straight lied. And her dog is so out of control. If you go watch the video, just dog is just out of control. And it looked like one of those little dogs that Punky Brewster had on Punky Brewster. And she couldn't even control that dog.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you that. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please
Y'all see how she went into that? I'm being threatened.
the cops immediately.
Within 24 hours of
Call the cops immediately. Man, I can't even play no more. That shit is funny. Let me tell y'all something, man. It's a war where no man is safe. How many videos have to be shown for people to believe it happens all the time? That's a fact. That's a fact. Look, let me tell you something. I'm guaranteeing you, she has done that so many times and got away with it. She just came across the wrong nigga that was probably like, no, that's the rule. You know, you come across those white people and those black people that's like, no, that's the rule. And they'll fuck with you until you either do it, and then they'll call police on you because you're not following the rules. You know, it's a bunch of people like that. But I'll tell you this, she just came across the wrong nigga. She was about to strangle that damn dog. I bet they would have locked her ass up for killing the dog, though. That's a fact. Did you see? She couldn't even control the dog. You know why? Because that bitch been doing that shit. Just like that cop that killed George Floyd. He been doing this. He probably knew who George Floyd was the whole fucking time. He's probably had calls on him before. Just like Pantaleo didn't like Eric Gardner. That's why he choked the shit out of him. That's why when I get around other races, I just listen to them talk. You can find out a lot about another racial group by what they talk about and how they talk about it and what they say. When they get to talking about sports, and, oh man, that guy, he just physique, you know. Listen to how they be talking about LeBron and Jordan. Like, it isn't the same way we talk about them. They talk about them in such an envy sometimes that it's almost sickening. Oh, with that physique, and you know, that's why they were trying to pin it on LeBron that he was on steroids. Straight up. They were trying to pin that on steroids. And the motherfucker that was saying that shit was what was the motherfucker? I forgot his motherfucking name. He did that goddamn Tribe Called Quest documentary. Y'all know his name, the white dude from New York. It's always yo and this shit. I forgot his name, but yeah, man, motherfuckers to do that shit and come around you and smile. I'm pretty sure that lady's probably real nice to a lot of the black people at her work or where she work at. And now you're embarrassed. How do you explain that to people? How do you explain that? That's white fragility, white privilege, and racism, white supremacy. That's a combo. Basically, when you walk outside and you are racist, you should just walk up to somebody, hey, could I get racism, white supremacy? Could I get white privilege and white fragility? And could I get that in a combo? And could I supersize that? And could I add an extra nigger to that? I hate niggers to. You might as well do that because that's what you're doing anyway. How do you, like those cops feel like, how dare them fire us because we killed a nigga? We been doing this. That's a fact. Just like that nigga, Mohammed Noor, who shot that white lady. You see what happened to him? They fired that nigga right away and gave them people some money. That nigga was found guilty. Guilty, nigga. Right away. That's why I'm like, man, how many more videos? How many more people? Eric Gardner, Mike Brown, Philando Castile, Alton Sterling, Trayvon fucking Martin, Freddie Gray. What the fuck? Eric Gardner, Walter Scott, Sandra fucking Bland. What the fuck? How many people do you need to know about to be like, damn, this shit is fucked up? Oscar Grant, like, come on, man. That's why, and the reason why I keep saying it is because before we even focus on anybody else, focus on the coons in your fucking life. When you sit down, when you talk to your family, motherfuckers get the fucking nigga explaining and trying to make excuses. Nah, man, fuck all that. That's when you gotta chop that ass down. Man, you sounding real coonish right now. You sounding real Samboish right now. Because niggas want to throw this coon term around and classify that title. But to me, a coon and Sambo, motherfucker just taking up for them the whole time and never calling out they fuckery and the shit that they do. But you always calling out black people shit. Because black people, man, we got to do better than that now. Now y'all don't now. That's why I'm always calling out the coonery in religion. Motherfucker will praise Cesare Borgia and then you be like, hey man, you want to study some fucking voodoo? I just don't do no voodoo. I pray to God. I'm trying to go to heaven. Nigga, you don't even know what heaven is. They made that shit up. And then when you tell a nigga they get mad about this shit, start coning even more. Nigga, they got niggas so entrapped in this religion shit, niggas don't even know which way is up. Look, I'm gonna tell everybody, when you get around niggas, and not at the court plantation, when you get outside, get around a nigga and be like, so what is heaven and hell? Tell me what is it, where does it come from? Well, the Bible, no, not the Bible. What other book do you say is heaven and hell? You know what's so funny? A nigga tell you don't believe everything you read in the book, but a nigga stand on the faith of the Bible though. That was written by men. So I can't believe in Powernomics, right? I can't believe in that by Dr. Claude Anderson, our Black Labor White Wealth. I can't believe in our sister Michelle Alexander, the new Jim Crow. So I can't believe in this. And this is data that she got from the FBI type shit. Can't believe in that. But you want me to believe in a book that was written thousands of years ago, mistranslated, took out parts, put parts in, right? So I'm supposed to believe in that heaven and hell, but then the motherfuckers writing about the heaven and hell that's right now, the hell that's on earth right now, motherfuckers be like, nah, man. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go to heaven. How do you even know that's real? I'm not talking about old people. I'm talking about young people. Try to have that conversation with young people. They'll look at you and trip the fuck out and get away with it. Oh, God gonna strike you down with lightning. Nigga, what? Then you try to tell them. That's why I be looking at. That's why it's hard for me to have conversations with people, especially when they try to. Please don't invite me to your church, cause your pastor gonna be mad as fuck at me, cause I'm that nigga that'll weaponize this shit and be like, so where does heaven and hell come from? And where are the Dead Sea Scrolls? Where are the books of the Bible that are not in the Bible? Where are they at? And while Adam and Eve was fucking, where the fuck was everybody else at? 1, 2. So what color is Jesus? Oh, the Bible's okay. Then why do you have Cesare Borgia in there? Who is that? And then I'm gonna pull out my fucking Cesare Borgia book. The Borgias. This is what the fuck that's him. Google him. See, they'd be mad at me because I feel like you're doing black people a disservice, having them pray to a guy that looks like them people, right? And you trying to draw power from that. And then when a nigga talk about Santeria, which is our shit, voodoo, motherfucker get to poking their lips out and talking about, oh, that's witchcraft and all this other shit. It's like, nigga, what? Man, come on, man. And then why is it, if we read the goddamn Bible, they don't talk nothing about the pyramids in the Bible? They don't talk about who built the pyramids, how long did it take them, none of that shit. They talk about the Israelites and Egypt land, all this bullshit. Yeah, because the pharaohs were supposed to be the big bad Moors. That's my interpretation of it. The Bible is basically calling out the pharaohs as the Moors and the children of Israel as the fucking white people that we enslaved back in the day. That's basically what the Bible's translating. But then you say that Jesus' feet like burnt bread. Man, get the fuck out of here. And then, okay, if Mary is real, then why the fuck is her last name Magdalene? That ain't no goddamn Hebrew name. What does it say? Hey, why people out here tripping like this? Man, people out here tripping like that, man, because that's just the way it is, bro. Or whoever you are, that's just the way it is. That's what it is. See, that's why I always go into the Bible shit, because think about it. That's what controls the masses of people. The fickle crowd, the commoner, the populace. Go get an etymology dictionary. The commoner, that means like dumb people, sheeple. And that's what controls us, religion. That's why it's so hard for me to be around people that be quoting Bible scriptures and shit. I just be looking at their ass like, and then sometimes they be like, man, Warren, why you lying? I'm like, nigga, because that shit ain't even real. Because they said it's in red that Jesus really said it? Come on, bro. How is it Jesus is real, but the letter J is 900 years old, but they say he's 2,000 years old? So they said he's 2,000 years old, but the letter J is 900. So which one is it? Then you start looking at the stories. I don't claim to know. I'm just questioning. Man, when I used to do my Sunday school lessons, I used to be like, why the fuck everybody look like Kurt Rambis and George Washington? Don't nobody look like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Nobody look like Malcolm X or Farrakhan. All these motherfuckers look like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. But they got staffs and shit. Nobody thought to be like, wait, hold on. What the fuck is going on? Nobody questioned. Just go with it. Well, I'm getting something out of it, so fuck it. And it's no diss to the older generation, but it's more of a diss to us. Like, damn, niggas should have been like, hey, this bullshit, and not cussing, but like, I don't believe none of this. That's why please don't invite me to no church. I'm be like, I don't believe none. I believe in the power of prayer, because I feel like prayer changes things. I got books that strictly talks about how powerful prayer can be. I have books, Powers of the Powers of Your Subconscious Mind. Thoughts are things. Talks about prayer and how people get together and they can manifest. And the power of prayer is powerful because you're drawing on your energy. I just feel like we're cut short and there's a short circuit in it because you're praying to Cesare. You're not praying. You're not, oh, shout out, man. AOQ, for sure, bro. Hey, man, I keep it a buck on here, man. I ain't trying to get Shawnee me. It's almost like me and her, and if other people in it, it's almost like we just having a conversation. We just having a long distance. I'm not on here to try to get a whole bunch of followers. I don't really care about all that shit. You don't have to worry about me cooning and sandboning to get people to join my channel. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Like I said, you new to this shit, scroll all the way the fuck down, because I got hella videos. Go to the last video that's on here, the last one, which is one of the videos I did in 2012. If you don't believe I can't get followers, you can look at that one. That one got like probably 100,000 views right now. And I deleted damn near all of the other ones that had thousands and thousands of views, because it was just comedy, and I feel like we got enough people doing comedy. I want to be one of the motherfuckers that's kind of low-key and do my own shit. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's why I don't attack people's religion. And the reason why is because you can ask Nu. Shout out to Nu. I don't be attacking her religion. I just give her my studies and the things that I've seen. Hey, man, and you kind of figure it out on your own. If that's what makes you do what you do, cool. But I'm going to tell you right now, religion means to bind. The etymology of religion means to bind. That's why religion controls niggas so much. I remember I was sitting up there watching Bishop Charles Blake, and Jesus was a black man. And I was like, oh my God. But when you talk about, you can talk about that Jesus was a black man all you want, but why don't you talk about racism and white supremacy? The only person that I've ever heard talk about that shit was Reverend Jeremiah Wright, and you seen what Obama did to him. Reverend Jeremiah Wright started talking that real shit, and that motherfucker Obama kind of basically flip mode the squad on his ass like he didn't even know the nigga. But that's what they be fucking doing, bro. Shawnee, you already know what it is, man. I don't trip on people's religion. I just trip out how people will take that literally, and then you be like, hey, man, you read the new Jim Crow book by Michelle Alexander? A motherfucker be like, man, see, that's just preaching hate. If you be like, hey, man, you reading the secret relationship between Jews and blacks? Man, you know, Nation Islam, man, they just be going hard. Now, I'm like, bro, all they did was compile all the shit from white Jewish scholars and put it in the book. That's all they did. I literally read the book from cover to, that's all they did. Everything they talked about, they always cite the references of where they got it from. That's why I was arguing with this motherfucker on Twitter, and the motherfucker was trying to tell me, oh, it's not vetted out by white Jewish scholars. I started taking pictures of the pages and putting it on Twitter and showing them. I said, and then on the pages, it basically was like, oh, and the Jews have been a part of slave trade, and the biggest people in the slave trade, go get this book, and it tells the Jewish person who wrote the fucking book. But you want to tell me that they don't have white Jewish scholars vetting out this book. And oh, how funny it is, this book, See Relationship Between Jews and Blacks. And oh, how funny it is that you can't even get that book on Amazon no more. You get everything else, but can't get that book. You get the Bible though. Yeah, because you know, Jesus, it's in red. So you believe that shit, but all the other books you just won't read. Come on, man. Out of 5,000 pages or 5,000 whatever, they ain't never talk about the pyramids in that Bible. They talked about the Tower of Babel. That's how everybody got their languages, because they was trying to build a tower to heaven. And then God said, you're not going to build no tower to heaven. So I'm going to make it where everybody is, I'm going to make it where everybody's speaking different languages. Come on, man. No, Floyd, Shawnee, man, it's all good, man. We be having, hey, look, what I tell you, Shawnee? Man, if you, Shawnee already know. She already know. Like, Tamisha already know. Like, Tasha already know. Nigga know I ain't on here trying to fucking do no goofy shit to get no fucking followers, man. I remember one night, Shawnee, you probably remember this. I don't know if you was on here. I remember it was hella people in my chat. And the internet started tripping. Not my internet, but the fucking YouTube shit started tripping. And y'all all was like, hey, your internet is tripping. So that's why I don't be wanting a lot of people on it anyway. I do, but I'm not trying to get a whole bunch of subscribers and shit like that. It ain't that deep to me, man. Because I'm just trying to say some real shit. That's why I'm going to get the Book of Enoch. That's in my cart. Don't think I forgot about that shit. The Book of Enoch. I'm going to get that shit. Hey, I just finished the Borgias. I'll talk about that on the next podcast. But man, that book, The Borgias and Their Enemies, you're talking about a corrupt Europe family? Oh, Lord Jesus. And they got him on the wall in every church. And niggas don't even know he's Cesare Borgia. Niggas don't even know that shit. He'd be like, yeah, man, you gotta pray. Oh, to Cesare? I remember I told this to this black lady. She was like, you go to church? I was like, nah. She's like, why you don't go to church? I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not really trying to do that, man. She was like, well, I was like, well, you know. So y'all can pray to Cesare? She was like, and who was that? An Egyptian person? Hey, go get that book. I'm finna show her right now. And she was like, who's Cesare? An Egyptian person? I said, no, a European person. She was just like, no, but they said Jesus is black in the Bible. I said, well, if you Google Jesus Christ, it's Cesare Borgia. That picture of Jesus Christ is Cesare. All they did was just keep adding to it and enhancing it. But the original picture of Jesus Christ is Cesare Borgia. His dad, Pope Rodrigo, had them paint a mural. I don't know if it was Donatello's, one of them motherfuckers who painted a mural in the hallway of the Borgias, the Borgias fucking Taj Mahal castle, whatever. And he was just like, oh, I wanted to be painted like we're in heaven. And then paint that as Jesus and paint that, if I'm to my recollection, in the book. And then that's Lucrezia, because Lucrezia is his daughter. Oh, and shout out to Behold the Pale Horse. Shout out to Behold the Pale. Hey, y'all go get this book, Behold the Pale Horse. And when I mean go get it, I don't mean go get it and put it on the shelf. I mean go get and flip the motherfucking, flip them and read it. Read the shit. Don't just be getting the book just to say you got it. You know there's a lot of motherfuckers around here that be like, yeah, I got that book. And then you be like, you read it? Man. Just like one time I remember one time I told my family this, they was laughing. Man, me and my bro was having this conversation. I'm thinking he talking about Dr. Francis Cress Welsing's, the goddamn ISIS paper. And this nigga was like, yeah, man, that book was getting too heavy for me. I was like, yeah, it is heavy. He's like, man, you read that book too? I was like, yeah. He's like, nah, man, I'm talking about this one book, and it was getting good till the bitch started dyking. Started wanting to eat pussy. Man, I fell all laughing. I was like, nigga, what the fuck book are you reading? Nigga, I'm talking about the ISIS papers, Keys to Color. This nigga talking about some book about this bitch that was dating this man, and she started fucking around with a bitch. So it's like, man, y'all can read those books later. Go read these books now. I didn't know Will Cooper is Milton Cooper, a white guy. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Didn't know that. Just like this book too, Shawnee. Hey, AOQ, go check this shit. The Matrix of Power. Go get this book. That's written by Jordan Maxwell. That's a white dude too. That's the motherfucker who said all religions. I gotta find it where he basically broke it down and was like, all our religions are copied from black people. When I mean black people, I mean in Africa. Black people. That's where all religions come from black people. He says it in this book. You know niggas like it, they'll read it more if it's a white person. So it's a white man who read it. I wish it would have been a white man, it would have been a picture of his face. Then most niggas go get it, because you know the white man's ISIS code. So a white man could be like, hey man, you know all religions came from black. And then niggas walk around, man, you know all religions came from black people. But if it's a nigga who said like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad or Malcolm X or the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, nigga be looking at it like, man, they just preaching that hate shit. So you know how that shit go. So go get this book, man, The Matrix of Power. It's not even a long book. It's a very, very good book. And it basically breaks down religions, symbols, all kinds of shit. It's a very, very good book. But I'm just telling you, man, go read. Do your research. Look at what's going on. They killing people in the street. If y'all didn't know by now, you should know, like Shawnee Brown said. How many times they gonna put a murder on video for a nigga to be like, all right, man, I'm tired of marching, whining, and repeating. We gonna have to do something. Fuck that. So we gonna need our political brothers and sisters to handle that political side, and then we gonna need our rioters, our gangsters to handle that physical side. But we gotta be on code. They're on code, that's why they win. We don't have a code. That's why I always bring up the corporate plantation. Shawnee, we talk about that shit all the time. The reason why I do, me and my sister talk about it. All my siblings, we talk about it because we see how we get treated. And then niggas get on the job, and then they get a little bit of, just one iota of position of power, and then they start treating niggas all fucked up. And it's like, damn. Now, a lot of niggas kind of be on some lazy finesse and shit, and I get that. But the niggas that's not on no lazy finesse and shit and busting their ass, come on, man. You in that position to help your brother and your sister. You can help everybody, but help us first. We need the most help. That's why when they be like, oh, well, that's racist. Black people can't be racist. We don't know ships, no cars, no boats, no cakes, no pies, none of that shit. So we can't be racist. Racism is an institution. It's a team sport. It's about the competition of resources. Do we own any resources? No, we don't. So how the fuck can we be racist? Come on, man. Like I said, each one has to teach one. Damn, I went way over, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. Like I said, Sean, you already know. My siblings already know. I don't want to hold, like, if they a coon or a Sambo, please don't send this to them. Because those are motherfuckers get my channel shut down. If you know a motherfucker that's on the same wavelength as you, then send them my shit. They'll fuck with it. I'm always put some jokes on my shit. Just like I got that joke about how motherfucker be going through the drive-through church shit. Nigga be like, can I get an Idiot Shondo? I'll do it next time. But niggas be doing that shit. But I'm just saying, man, if you know coons, I don't fuck with no coons, no Sambos. And I'm not talking about what a nigga, who a nigga date. I don't care. A nigga date whoever the fuck he want to date. He just better know he better be for his people at the end of the day. And that person that he or she is dating, if they're not for our people, then that's when you gotta start looking at a motherfucker like, all right, this nigga's a Sambo. Because you know a nigga get to dating outside his race, and then all of a sudden he starts to have the talking points of the dominant society and not the black society. That's why I used to always fuck niggas up when I be dating outside my race. They be like, damn, you be going hard. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that bitch. She can go. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'ma stand up for my people. And if you fuck with me, you ride with me. And you don't give a fuck what anybody else say. So I appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. Nigga, if you ain't got your COVID-19 mask on, you trying to go over a bitch house, and this bitch is like, pass the remote. Guilty, nigga. I'm out. I'll see y'all Thursday. Peace.